Good day. This time I'll be showing you another way to run a program of C++ using the repl.it. In a browser, you will type here repl.it. Inside of VS Code, the code blocks, or the gdoodle. This time, we will be using the repl.it. So this is another way you can run your C++ program. This is actually good for collaboration, and it's free, and you can also run it through your browser. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do, you click on the start coding, and I recommend to sign up so that you will have an account here and you can share your code to others just for collaboration and try to check for something that need to be fixed on the code. Okay, let's start. Click on the start coding, and as you can see here, there are different kinds of programming languages that you can use, and maybe soon you will learn how to create another program. Then you just have to explore this one. Since our subject is about the C++, then you select this one, C++, and create repl. And you will be directed to the new window. So this is the default page of the repl using the C++. As you can see here, there's already a program with the hello world in here. So this is the main file, main.ccp. So this is the file name, and there's already a code. Okay, to run this one, you just need to click on the run. Okay, let's try to run the program, the sample program. Okay, now it's running. Okay, as you can see here, there is an option where you can click on the plus. What's the plus? If you want to add another one, okay, or you can export your work to the GitHub. Okay, and what you're going to do now, I will be showing you how to write a program using a function. Okay, you might wonder why the std here is before the cout. This is actually possible. So previously in the lower version of the C++, they usually use this one. But as time goes on, there are some updates with the library in the C++. They try to improve it. That's the reason why we are using the namespace std, so that we don't need to keep on typing the std every time we're going to have or we want to display an output, because we need to put this one. Although this one still works, but it's actually an option for you to use it. Assuming I will use this one, although it's the output is just the same, it's just depending on the style of programming. Now, with regards to the function, assuming we're going to create a function that is about greetings. So this is actually an example of the greeting, which is hello world. What if we want to create a greetings using from different dialects? Okay, this is an example. So what's actually the purpose of the function? So that we can reuse the program. We don't need to keep on writing the program again. So that's the basic principle. Okay, let's get started. So in here, on top of this one, this is your main. You just have to put here the void. If you can remember, I discussed about the valueless or the void, which is in the PowerPoint that I uploaded in the classroom. So void, this is the meaning of void, meaning does not return any value, valueless. There's nothing to print. So in this case, what we're going to do is create our own function. The name of our function would be, example, let's start with greetings. Okay, then this one and curly braces. So this is the syntax. And with regards to the name of your function, it will vary depending on what do you want to put in here. So in my case, I will create the word greetings. And instead that I will put this one here, I will just cut this off in here and put in on this side. So that every time that I want to use the word greetings, hello world, I don't need to keep on writing the program again. So I'll put here on top inside the greetings. So the meaning of this one, if I'm going to use this function, it will perform to display the hello world. Okay, but however, this one has no output. Let's try to run it. There is no output yet. As you can see, it's nothing because this is actually no value, valueless. And for this one to work, you need to call the greetings in your main file, okay, in your main body in the main. Okay, how you going to do it? Simply type in here the greetings function that you just created and then semicolon, and of course we can put here return 0. So as you noticed here, we type here the greetings. So the meaning of this one, we will try to call up this option, and what is inside of this function? It will display the hello world. Okay, so let's try to run the program. Now it will, see, there is a hello world. So what if I want to display the hello world 3 times? Then all I need to do, just copy this one. Okay, another one. See, so I don't need to keep on retyping this whole bunch of line of code. All I need is just type in here the function if I want to reuse it again. So let's try to run the program. Okay, there you are. Hello world, hello world. So what if, is it possible if I'm going to create another void, another function? Of course, yes. All you need to do, you just have to add in here, example, void greet, example, I would say greet in Bisaya. Okay, so as you can see, this is, so here I'll type in std colon cout. I would say maayong adlaw kan say tanan. Okay, example this one. Okay, so if I want to call out this one, if I want to display the statement maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan, then all I need to do is, of course, in my main program, I need to put it there as well. Okay, so all I need to do, I'll just copy this one because I don't want to type it again. I'll just have to copy paste it. Now, what do you think is the output of this one? Of course, don't forget to put the semicolon here so there will be no error. What do you think is the output of this? Okay, are you excited to see? Well, let's run it. Okay, there you are. Hello world. So in here there's a /n That's the reason why it will move into the next line. So if I'm going to remove this one slash n, let's try to look at. See? That's the difference. So can we use the NL here? No, we cannot use the NL because we are using it here. Take a look. If I'm going to put the NL, you will get an error. If you will run it, see? Because in this version, yeah, this is only applicable in the using namespace std. So if you want to use it, or let me say, okay, I'll just remove it, but I need to put some spacing in here. I want to display the greetings in the next line. Then your option is slash n, so that it will display into the next line. Alright, and of course you have to remove this one and run again. See? And if you want to have another greetings, how about in Surigaunon? Okay, I'll try to put it again. Doid great in Surigaunon. Gaunon. Alright, it's too long. Function is too long. So I just simply see here, see out. Then I would say Marajao. Is it Marajao? Am I correct? Marajao na adlaw sa ijo tanan. Adlaw sa ijo. How do you spell ijo tanan? I'm not sure if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. So this time, I'll be displaying the Marajao na adlaw sa ijo tanan. Alright, then I'll copy this one. This is my another function. So we have now 1, 2, 3 functions. So I'll just put here next to. This time, what do you think is the output? It will display in the vertical line, or the Marajao na adlaw will display in the next line. But in this case, it will not display in the next line. Let's see. It will just continue after the tanan. So what's your solution for this one? You either add the slash n in here. Alright, so that it will move to the next line. So let's try to run again. There you are. So that's how the function works, okay? Actually, this one also works in numbers. How? How are we going to do it? Okay, assuming I'll just have to remove this one again. Okay, I'll remove this one. Do you think this one will run? Oh, there's an error because we're trying to call something which is we did not declare in our function. Okay, so I'll be removing this. And what if, let's add another one. Okay, void addition. Example, this is our function, and then put it in open close parenthesis, then curly brace, and in here I will try to declare int a is equal to 25, comma, to separate, and b equals to 30. Then I would say here sum. Okay, and of course I have to put the formula a plus b. Then in here I will call up this one, the function addition. Alright, put in here semicolon. Do you think this one will run? Try to observe what's missing in my code. There is no output. What do you think is missing in my code? Can you spot the error or missing in my code? Well, actually, the error in here or the missing part is I did not include the cout. Okay, and this time I'll be using this one, std colon, then cout, then of course I will call up the sum, then semicolon. So let's try to run again. See, the result now is 55. Okay, is it possible to use again the namespace? Of course, it's possible. All you need to do, you just have to delete this one and then type in namespace. Okay, I'm just showing you some other option. That's only an example. Okay, it works as well. If you will use the using namespace std, then you can also use the endl at the end of your code in here in part if you want to apply next in line. But however, if you will use the std colon like this, then you have to remove this one. Okay, I'll just comment it out so that it will not be read here. Okay, same process. If I want to display here sample the sum oops of A and B is like that, it will also resolve that way. Is that clear? So if I want to add another one, let's say void with a multiplication or multiply, example multiplication, sample this one. This is my another function, so I can declare here example same. I'll just copy this one. Example, I will just copy this one. All I need to do is just replace this with since it's a multiplication, then I will replace this with the asterisk because it's a multiplication. And since this is a multiplication, then you can say the product, not referring to the product, I mean because a multiplication, or you can just say result. Okay, we will replace this one with result. So you also replace this one with result. And of course, well, if you're going to run this one, the multiplication will not appear yet because it is still under the void, meaning when it is under void, valueless, it will return nothing, no value to display. So for that to appear, then we will going to add this one in here in our main. Okay, so let's try to run. Don't forget the semicolon and run again. Okay, there you are. And of course, we want to put some next in line here. Oops, no, in here, so that it will move into the next line. This one will go down. All right, there you are. The sum, and oops, we forgot to replace this one. All right, I just have to edit this one. The result, the multiplication of A and B is like that. Okay, now your challenge is to try the subtraction and the division. Okay, so that is my challenge for you to try. If you have confusion with regards to this, you just replay the video again and try to watch it over and over until you will be able to understand it. Before we're going to proceed with the parameters, you try to solve first or try to create another function first about the subtraction and the division. All right? That will be the end. See you in the next lesson. Have a nice day.